Hello everyone. Today I will be going to discuss the answers of the revision test that I took previous day. I have the question paper with me. I hope you all are also sitting with your answer sheet so that you can go for correction. It was a 15 marks question paper and I guess you have done the examination nicely. You have given the examination nicely and now you all are very much clear about the type of question that you are going to get. Again, I just want to repeat that go to Council's website. There you can get the reduced portion of your class of every subject. Download that and from there you will be very much clear then on which topic the questions will be there. So the first question for the test is write formula. There are 4 formulas given in the question paper and 4 marks were there. So each formula carries 1 mark. Now there is no half marking. I just want to tell you again, I think in class 6 also I said this thing and previous time also I said that in chemistry we do not have any half marking. Either you are getting 1 or you are getting 0 and these formulas and all, there is no partial correct answers. Answer has to be correct always, and in chemistry we always get 1 mark questions. Whether it is a reason based question, whether it is a definition question, every time in our examination we get question of 1 mark. That means in annual exam or in half yearly exam. In class 6 I made the question paper of class 6 half yearly, I think so, as far I can remember. So there also you saw that there were 80 questions, carries each question 1 mark. That means if you have 5 fill in the blanks, 5 marks. If you have 5 definition, 5 marks. If you have reason based, 5 reason based question, that also you will be having 5 marks. Now the first formula is calcium nitrate. Calcium is having valency 2 and nitrate is having valency 1. So CaNO3 whole 2. Now previous day only I was talking about this nitrate, nitrite, nitrite, sulfate, sulfite, sulfite. So I hope by now you all have started understanding that these are little bit of, this create little bit of confusion. So you can go for writing charts or writing in the notebook or any other convenient way, whichever you find is comfortable. So the first answer is CaNO3 whole 2. Check that whether you are correct or not. CaNO3 whole 2. Question number 1b is sodium oxide. Very simple. Sodium valency 1 and oxygen 2, Na2O. Now as I am telling you the valencies of individual ion and radical, you no need to mention that. You can write only the answer. Like sodium oxide, you can write only Na2O and you will get 1 mark. Third is ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. Do not put bracket because here ammonium valency is also 1, chloride valency is also 1. So bracket is not needed because 1 we do not use when we write the formulas of the substances. We do not write 1 if the valency is 1. So the formula will be NH4Cl. Next is copper 2 hydroxide, CuOH whole 2. Copper 2 they have mentioned here because copper is having, as we all know, variable valency. So copper can have valency 1 or can have valency 2. So here as it is mentioned, copper 2 and hydroxide is OH and its valency is 1. So CuOH whole 2. Next is write name of the following. HgO. Hg is a symbol of mercury and mercury has having variable valency. So here the valency of mercury is 2. How we are getting? Because oxygen valency is 2. Mercury then has to be 2 because the formula is HgO. So we will write mercury 2 oxide or mercuric oxide. Don't write only mercury oxide. Those who have written only mercury oxide, their answers are wrong. You need to write mercury in bracket 2 oxide or mercuric oxide. Any other answers other than these two are not acceptable. B is sulfuric acid. H2SO4 is the formula and you need to write the name. This is a typical acid. This is a typical acid. We have discussed a lot about different acids previous week. It's sulfuric acid. I know many of you have written hydrogen sulfate and that's wrong. H2SO4 is not hydrogen sulfate. In fact, HSO4, which is a radical, we call it hydrogen sulfate. So H2SO4, only one answer will be accepted, that is sulfuric acid. C is FeS. See, here also the metal or the positive radical is iron and iron is also having a variable valency. That's why FeS is iron 2 sulfide. It's IDE or you can write ferrous sulfide. Iron has 2 valencies, valence, one is 2, another is 3. Here iron is 2 because sulfur valence is also 2. So sulfide valency 2, iron valency 2, both have got cancelled. Then it is FeS. So it is iron 2 sulfide or ferrous sulfide. Now ferric sulfide formula parallelly Fe2S3 it can be. So whenever you all are writing or solving any problem like that, and you have any related, if any related something is coming in your brain, so then and there you try to solve in your own way. Like copper hydroxide, as I was telling, that it's having a variable valency. So you can think that if would have been copper 1 hydroxide, and what would have been the formula, then COH, like that. You can, in brain you can play with the formulas, that will help you. So iron 2 sulfide or ferrous sulfide. D is MgO, magnesium oxide. Here 1, 2 in bracket, no need to write because magnesium has only one valency. So if you are having any element in the compound which has variable valency, then only you use the valency in bracket, of course writing in Roman as it is shown in the books. And if or arsenic, mercurous mercuric, sulfur, ferrous ferric, cuprous cupric. But if you have any element which do not have variable valency, then you will not write the valency in the bracket. That's the rule. So it is magnesium oxide. So 4 marks were there. Question number 3, how many groups and how many periods are there in the modern periodic table? So 2 answer, 18 groups, 7 periods. Just this much. An element X has valency 3. See here, element X, as I was talking about this kind of problems, element X has valency 3. Write formula of phosphate of X. Now what is the valency of phosphate radical? Phosphate is trivalent. Its valency is 3. And its phosphate radical symbol is PO4 3 minus. And here the element is given X. It's having also valency 3. So 3 got cancelled. Now the formula will be XPO4. The formula of the phosphate of X will be XPO4. Next is sulfite of X. So sulfite of X will be X2SO3 whole 3. Why? Because X is valency 3. X is having valency 3. Sulfite SO3. Its valency is 2. So just do the crisscross, and as here in the suffix we are writing numbers, that is valency of X is 3, Y is 2. So here sulfite will be in bracket. And the formula will be X2SO3 whole 3. Clear? So 2 marks were there for that. You no need to show how the formulas are coming. If you want to show, you can. And if you do not, you want to write directly, you can do that. Any one of your choice. Define valency. So valency is the combining capacity of an element, or it is the number of hydrogen atoms with which it attached, or it is the number of hydrogen atom which it can displace from a molecule of acid, or valency is the number of electron accepted or gained by any element. So any one of these two you can write, or simply you can write that valence is the number of electron accepted or donated by any element to complete their valential, or I think this definition is not there in your book. You can simply write that valence is the combining capacity, or it is the number of hydrogen atom, number of hydrogen atom attached with one atom of it. That only you can write. Then radicals. Radicals are the charged particles or the group of atoms which exist as a single unit having a specific charge in it, and it remains fixed during a course of a reaction or formation of a molecule. So this is the definition of radicals. If you want to give example, you can give, or just you can leave. Write the names of the elements present in glucose. So here formula is not asked. This question was there in the exercise also. You need to say the form. You need to say only the name of the elements which are present. So you need to write carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. As we all know, the formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So the name of the elements present: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. You no need to write that how many atoms are there or what are there. Like if the question comes, what are the elements present in sulfuric acid, just you need write hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. And don't write the radical like SO4 minus sulfatine is present. And here names are asked. Make sure you have not written the symbol. Already you have very less things to do, very less chapters are left. Do not skip any work. Do not try to be lazy. Write name when it is asked. So whenever the question is there that you need to write the name of the element, write name. Do not write the symbol. Do not write CHO. Do not write that. That answer will not be accepted. As name is asked, you need to write the name. If for each symbol is asked, then you write symbol. So the answer will be carbon. So you need to write in board CARBON, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So that's about the discussion of this 15 marks question paper. We have completed annual portion basically, and two more chapters are left, I guess. That is not there in half yearly, and I'm not going to start those chapters, of course, before half yearly. And from now we will talk about we will be continuing the discussion. Elements, compounds, mixture is omitted. So next day we will plan something, how the discussions will be there, and I will discuss best on the old chapters as well. Take care. See you in the live class. Till then, bye.